What is going on, YouTube? So instead of bringing you guys some gameplay today, I thought I'd do something a little different and try and just kind of help you guys out. So we're going to be taking a look at my classes, my specialists, just all the things that I use, and see if maybe you guys would be into those classes and maybe you equip them. So I will be giving you guys some tips and tricks later on in the video. But right now we're just going to be taking a look at our classes. So first we have the KN44. You can see it is maxed. I prestiged it. We have quick draw, grip, and stock, and a pistol, which is the RK5. We have one grenade, a frag grenade, and then we have our perks. This is the same for all my weapons. I put on Afterburner, Fast Hands, and Blast Suppressor. Now, Afterburner is going to, like it says, thrusters have faster recharge rate, which for me, exo jumping is something I use a lot, so I'm going to, enable the perks that help me do that better. Next, I have Fast Hands. That's gonna help you guys swap weapons faster and aim faster after sprinting, which if you can get your gun up faster, chances are you're gonna get the kill. So that's one that you're really gonna want to equip. That for me, if I wouldn't have fast hands on, probably wouldn't get half the kills I get. And then lastly, blast suppressor. Now, if you guys watched even my last video, there was a kill where I was like, oh, I saw him exoing on the minimap, so I knew where he was. So if that's you, where if you notice like the small things, chances are someone else is noticing when you exo. And plus the thruster sound is suppressed. If you're right next to someone and you exo jump not knowing they're there, chances are they're gonna hear you and they're gonna know where you're at. So they'll have the upper hand. Now you may still get that kill if you have fast hands equipped, but chances are you won't if you don't have blast suppressor. So for me, that's my perks. As you can see, I don't have optics on. I don't really think they're necessary. They just take up space really. But unless you like really hate the iron sights, the only one I'd really recommend is ELO. That could help you out a little bit if you're really bad at aiming, but other than that, I don't think reflex is really as good as ELO, and I don't have that unlocked yet. And I really don't use optic sights. I just don't really think they're necessary. But another thing, RK5s, you're gonna want to have a pistol if you're someone who goes on a lot of streaks. If you're getting like mercilesses and bloodthirsties all the time and you keep running out of ammo, you're gonna want to have a secondary. Like me, just the other day I went on a 10 kill streak or a 9 kill streak or whatever, and I ran out of ammo. So it was really nice just to have that that support from the RK5 when you run out of ammo. Okay, so on to the next class, Kuda class. I do have reflex on this one. I don't really like the iron sights on Kuda, so that is the only reason I have the optic sights on. Other than that, I have grip and stock on. I might even put on quick draw. Now, if you get into a bind like this, you gotta think of what you use the most. Now, if you're not one who uses frags, get rid of the frags. If you're not one who really goes on a lot of streaks, then I'd get rid of the RK5. So for me, I don't use frags that often, so I'm just going to get rid of that frag there, because quick draw is something that is a really, really good attachment. As you can see, it tells you aim down the sights faster. Like I said with fast hands, if you have the chance to get that gun up faster, you're going to get the kill. Chances are. So on to the next one, Pharaoh. This is my primary weapon. I have grip, quick draw, and rapid fire on it. I would. I think these are probably some of the best attachments to put on it. I mean, if you really want to go for like no frag or no secondary, you could probably put on stock too. I mean, that might make it better, but other than that, I mean, grip, reduced recoil, quick draw, same thing pretty much as fast hands. You're gonna get that gun up faster, and then rapid fire is increased rate of fire. Shoot more bullets at them, they're gonna get more damaged, and then I'd always have an AR class for those maps like Stronghold and can't think of any others right now, but mainly just Stronghold is a pretty heavily AR dominated map. So I have stock, I have grip, and I have quick draw. Now, I have explained what each of these does. I don't really think I need to explain it again. But I don't really think if you have an empty slot, sure, you can put like quick draw or high caliber or even laser sight on it. I wouldn't really recommend suppressor. But if you have an extra slot, go for it. But honestly, I'd take up the your attachments for your primary weapon, not your secondary, because you're not going to be using your secondary that often unless you're playing with just a pistol. So on to the next one. Like I said, always have an AR class. VMP, this is probably my second most used class. I have rapid fire, extended mag, which is more ammo in each mag. It's probably necessary for hang on, we'll prestige this. Okay, it's probably necessary for the VMP just because, I mean, it goes pretty fast. So then we have the RK5, like I said, same perks, same one frag. And then this is my EXP class, which stands for experiment. Whatever I'm feeling like would dominate this map or this mode, that's what I'm gonna make a quick class for. Right now you can see I'm using the Vesper no red dot or reflex sight, whatever you want to call it. But I don't have suppressor on. I'm just trying to level up this gun because I think it'll be really good when it's maxed out. So, I mean, I even have an extra slot, so I'll probably put on quick draw for my RK5. So that's gonna be the classes, guys. Like I said, you just gotta know what to use. ARs, you always gotta have an AR class, and then the rest of them are pretty whatever you want, If you feel like putting in a Shiva instead, if you feel like putting in a KRM 262, that's the type of gun that I would put in my experiment class. Normally wouldn't have another submachine gun, but I was just trying out this gun. I was experimenting, so that's that. On to my specialist. I use Outrider Vision Pulse. That is just because I've been going for some streaks lately, been going for that merciless 10 kill streak, so that is what you're gonna be seeing from me, just because if you see more people, you're gonna get more kills. But if you're just going for like just all out destruction, then I'd use the Sparrow or maybe even the Annihilator, but if you're not too well on aim, I wouldn't use that. But maybe even Scythe on Reaper or Purifier on Firebreak. So that would be my specialist recommendations. Okay, YouTube, so since this video is going to be so long, I'm going to break it into two parts, as you can tell, because it says part 1 in the title. But I'm going to be breaking the tips section into another video. So if you enjoyed this section with the classes and the specialists, make sure to like or subscribe. Tell me you want to see that second part, because I think it would really help you guys out. So if you enjoyed, like I said, like, subscribe, do what you do, follow me on Twitter. It really helps me out. So guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in part 2. You're gonna get the kill. You're gonna get the kill.